When someone you know has suffered a major trauma, there's one thing you could say that's absolutely true, that you should never say anyway. Welcome to Leading with Spirit. I'm Larry Buxton, and that singular, unspeakable truth is that tremendous blessing often comes directly out of tragedy. But never say that. It's only for the person himself or herself, years later, to even dare consider whether that's true. And if they do, it's powerful like nothing else. Here's what prompted today's story. I read recently the obituary for Pat Martino, a jazz guitarist who first came to prominence in the late 1960s and 1970s. His music is playing now in the background. Pat Martino was called one of the most original guitarists of his generation, often mentioned in the same breath as Wes Montgomery and Barney Kessel, Django Reinhardt, and Pat Metheny. Martino could play hard bop, soul jazz, blues, Eastern music, and fusion, all with incredible feeling and technique. He'd released over a dozen records when he began experiencing mysterious headaches and seizures in his 30s. And when he suffered a near-fatal brain aneurysm in 1980, doctors discovered a blood clot and a horrendous tangle of veins and arteries in his brain. He was rushed into surgery, where surgeons removed the clot and what amounted to 70% of his large temporal lobe. When he woke up, he had amnesia. He couldn't remember his name or recognize his parents. He had no idea what a guitar was even for. And he said during that time, "So many things have vaporized in my life that I ask, what am I alive for?" But instead of giving in to despair, Martino started learning to play guitar again from zero. And in learning and relearning for almost 10 years, he developed different techniques and another unique style. Between his recovery and his death earlier this month, Martino recorded 15 more albums, won numerous awards, and was voted the Downbeat Magazine Guitarist of the Year in 2004. But here's the kicker. The impact of this trauma was that in addition to losing his memories, he lost what he called a critical outlook on life. What's missing, he said, is disappointment, criticism, judgment of others, all the dilemmas that made life so difficult. What's on my mind now is a greater focus on each and every moment so that I can truly focus on what life is really all about. And if I can love my life in that moment, I'm in the right place at the right time. And so he told the Philadelphia Inquirer that the brain aneurysm was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. Wow. So what do you hear in Pat Martino's incredible story? I hear character and virtue. So many of the same virtues I discovered in King David. That Martino's is a life story also written with courage and vision, surrender and patience, humility, perseverance, and with gratitude. Two musicians, each of them warriors in a different sense, showed the same qualities of soul and character and grit that make anyone a great person. I don't know if you've had a major trauma that's changed your life. If you haven't, we can give thanks and still hope it's not too late for any one of us to let go of disappointment, criticism, judgment of others, and to focus on love instead in every given moment of our lives. And if you have had such a trauma, my fervent hope is that you have discovered or will discover the source of every good gift that can truly transform your life, so that you too someday could say of your trauma, "That was the greatest thing that ever happened to me." If we can all love our lives in the moment, any moment, then we're in the right place at the right time. As you like and subscribe to these weekly Leading with Spirit videos, which you can access for free through LarryBuxton.com, you join a growing community of people eager to encourage you and everyone in the challenging work of leading families, congregations, and organizations with integrity. As always, thanks for watching, and God bless you.